NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Warriors 70.
To throw is Morris on 1st and 10. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bengals at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
'70 Ranger. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Higgins goes in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey to about the 33-yard line. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Allen off the play fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Looking to throw. Morris. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 10, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and
he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So this is a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Stamper, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Morris. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Morris now from the gun on 3rd down. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert. By much on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ready.
On first down, Stamper. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Morris. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Ready.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Morris. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6. Now Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now Morris throwing to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Morris. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., 30 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Allen to throw once more. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Here's Morris on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Back to throw. Morris. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Come on, come on.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Trap 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. Morris. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing now is Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. And some room to run now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From midfield, here's Allen. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Morris. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
They'll run on first down. Stamper, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 7.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stamper. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. to the air. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Allen on third. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Allen going to throw. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Taken down at the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the jump.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Morris looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Number 83. A gain of 7 yards.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here is 3rd down and 4. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 111 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities.